So,
um, Max.
Is it Adam? It's Adam.
Adam, like, cool.
No, you're your own people. Did the video end up working or no?
yeah, we have the video, and I have the two sheets, the slide 37. It says you'll call for it, and
Yeah.
on my end, the PowerPoint, I see the presenter side, so I can see before.
Perfect. Yeah. So on the after we put the Torahs away, then like you don't need to put that black slide up. Obviously, you can just leave what was there, and then I'll say a few words about the story or whatever, and then you can play it.
Okay. Did
And
you
then-
see this camera shot at all? Just if you want to take a piece, because I want to see. Well, if you want to just take a look. So we have the two, and then we go up there.
And then will I be able? Can you pull up the chat so that I can see it? Because that was helpful last time. And if I like ask a question, people can put it in the chat. We can just move it to the side or something, so that way I can. Yeah, just like in the corner. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And what were you saying? So, am I gonna come up with you?
For the Torah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So otherwise, you're actually kind of blocking where I am.
Right.
From
So,
the camera view.
if I'm taking my guitar off for it, then I
Why
plan different.
taking it off?
Huh?
Oh, you mean like physically taking it off?
Yeah.
You can leave it on.
I can leave it on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That makes it easy.
Yeah. But you can move around with it with your
Yeah.
microphone thing,
And
right?
if you want that guitar stand, we can put that guitar on the bench for now.
It's more about getting it off and on with all the wires, and like I don't want to have this.
Off and hang,
Yeah.
all
You
that
know.
fun stuff, yeah.
I think it's okay to leave it on because it'll just be, yeah, just stand up there with me. And then this is the one I'll use to go to the various slides.
Correct. Right
Great.
now, it's
Schematic.
but the moment you start, it'll be split screen. You'll see yourself right here, and then you'll see the command.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you. And then I think we'll use that the whole time except for the video. Like when they're watching the video, I don't think we have to watch
Oh
it.
yeah, we'll switch over to full.
Yeah, but otherwise, the rest of the time, I don't think there's any time that you need to change it from that
From the
split
slide.
screen. Because we always have a slide for
For everything.
kind of what we're doing. I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You don't need this handheld, correct? Okay.
No?
I just want to
Thank
make
you.
it as clear as possible.
Do you want to practice shofar? Okay.
Can I
They
get?
can't hear us, right?
No, it's muted.
Okay, great. Because one of them says Temple Isaiah and is not unmuted.
you know.
The thing is, the service was long enough, so it's probably.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello, Gemar Chatima Tova. We are very happy to welcome you today to this Yom Kippur family service. And as we get started, just a couple of logistical things. First of all, even though you can see me, right now I can't see any of you because you are all on no video on. So if you're joining us on Zoom and you would like to put on your camera, we actually have a screen set up where we can see you, and that would be wonderful to get to lead and see you and wave. So if you are here and willing to show yourself, we are very happy to see you. If not, we understand. The other thing is that if we have any technical difficulties or if you have any messages that you want to communicate our way, you can do so on Zoom through the Temple Isaiah Zoom room. I know there's 2 Temple Isaiah Zoom rooms, but if you send a message, hopefully we will see it. So please don't hesitate to do that. And I'm happy to see some of you. So hello, and if I'm looking this way, it's because your screen's over here for me and for Micah. So we are going to get started. Welcome, welcome. I am Rabbi Greninger, and I am delighted to be leading today with our song leader, Micah Bernhard. And we are going to get started with singing.
Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Hashivenu, Hashivenu, Adonai Elohecha, Venashuva, Venashuva, Chadesh, Chadesh, Yamenu As you can tell just from our beginning music, Yom Kippur has kind of a different feeling than Rosh Hashanah. On Rosh Hashanah, we are excited, we are happy, we are joyful. It's kind of an upbeat feeling kicking off a new year. And today is Yom Kippur. Today is a little bit of a more serious day. Today is a day that we look inside ourselves and we do tshuva. We try to turn back to our best self, to try to think about all the ways that we could be better and to make those changes for the new year. Sometimes we try our best, but we just kind of miss the mark. So you can see here on the screen somebody who is shooting an arrow. So you can pretend like you are shooting an arrow. If you've ever done archery, you kind of hold it up like this. And you try to aim as best you can for that bullseye. But sometimes we miss. Sometimes maybe we get it in the bullseye. But it's pretty rare for somebody to get their arrow on the bullseye every single time. And that is what it's like to be human. We do our best. We try to get things right. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we miss the mark. We don't quite act in the way that maybe we should have. We sometimes make those mistakes. And so today is a day to ask for forgiveness from God, from other people, and even from ourselves. And when we ask for forgiveness, today is a day that we think of the gates of heaven, the gates toward where God dwells being wide open, that God is waiting for us to return and to ask for forgiveness. So we imagine those gates open wide as we sing Pete Huli.
Pete Huli Sharei Tzedek Avova Modeya. 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 As we continue with our service, I want to say hello and thank you. I know a few of you have turned on your screens. It's great to see you, so I'll wave hello. I also wanted to note that today Lisa Graham is joining us as a member of our board of directors here as kind of a type of greeter in this setting. So she is there. You can wave, Lisa. And so if you have any questions or want to connect with a member of our board, Lisa is there as well. We continue with our service now, thinking about our souls. The High Holy Days are this time that we focus not just kind of on our bodies, but also what makes us human. What is that special spark inside of each of us that helps us know how to be a human who is kind and who treats people well and who makes the world a better place? So we focus on that soul and try to kind of wake up our soul with a prayer called Elohai Neshama. Elohai Neshama Shenatata Bi Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Elohai Neshama Shenatata Bi Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Awake, my soul. Awake, my soul. Elohai Neshama Shenatata Bi Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Elohai Neshama Shenatata Bi Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Awake, my soul. Awake, my soul. Awake, my soul. Awake, my soul.
We continue with the Baruch Hu. If you are able to, depending on your situation at home, to stand up, to rise, we invite you to rise as you are able as we turn to the words of Baruch Hu to our High Holy Day Nusach melody.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
We stay standing and continue with the words of Shema again with our High Holy Day melody.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem
Kevod malchuto le'olam va'ed. If you're standing, you may be seated. Na lashevet. We continue with our English version of Ve'ahavta. Love Adonai your God, and you can follow us with our hand motions. You can say with all your heart, with all your soul. We kind of draw that connection between us and the universe. With all your mind and with all your strength.
Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. All your strength. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength.
We continue with Mi Chamocha, a prayer that we remember what it was like for those Israelites leaving Egypt, going toward freedom. There's uncertainty in the future, but we go forward with hope, with promise that there is a better way ahead, and we have that same spirit as we enter into the new year, that there are better days coming. We sing Mi Chamocha with our High Holy Day Nusach.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norah tehilot ol sefelem.
As we get ready now for the Amidah, the central prayer in every Jewish service, we remember that in the middle of it, we add in a section called Zochreinu, a section that we ask God to remember us and to write us for good in the book of life for this year. And as we're getting ready to pray, we're going to be singing together Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, oh God, open up my lips. Help me to be able to pray. We know that prayer can be hard. And so we start by asking God to help us to pray. We aren't even sure how. So as we are getting ready to pray, we sing this verse. We're going to sing it through a few times. And when you are ready, when you're feeling ready to pray, we invite you, if you are able to stand up and get ready for the Amidah.
Ananana sfatai tiftach, Ananana ufi yagid tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana sfatai tiftach, Ananana ufi yagid tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana sfatai tiftach, Ananana Ufi yagi tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Ananananana Sfatai Tiftas. Ananananana Ufi yagi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'konei HaKol Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot Umevi geula livnei v'neihem leman shemo ve'ahava zochreinu lechaim melech hafetz b'chaim v'chotvenu b'sefer ha'chaim Lemancha Elohim Chaim Melech Ozer Moshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah Amen.
We continue now with silent prayer, an opportunity to think about what is on our minds this Yom Kippur. What kind of person do we want to be in the year to come? You can close your eyes and we'll take this time for some silence. We end our silent prayer with a prayer for peace.
Oh, say shalom. Im Roma. Oh, say shalom. Im Roma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Alleluia.
4 claps.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Im Roma. Oh, say shalom. Im Roma. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh
Ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. 4 claps.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
I'm loving seeing some of you, and you're dancing and you're getting into the spirit. It was wonderful to get to sing and dance with you. I'm looking at you, Cats family. Thank you for dancing with me. On Yom Kippur, we pray for peace, but we also know that we have a lot of work to do inside ourselves. This is the time of year that we say that we are sorry. Just like at the beginning when we looked at that archery, that bow and arrow, and we kind of missed the mark, we know that for the last year there were so many things that we did wrong. There are so many things that we did wrong, we can't even remember all of them. There's no way we could make a list of every single thing that we did wrong.
Too long.
Too long. The list would be too long. And we can't even always remember every single thing. And so in our tradition, we have a special prayer that helps us remember all the things that we should say we're sorry for, not just individually, but as a group, as a community, we say that we're sorry, because even if there's a certain thing on that list that I didn't do, maybe Micah did that thing, or maybe somebody else did, maybe one of you did. And so as a community, we say that we're sorry for all of our misdeeds. And the way that we do that is using something called an acrostic. It means that we say a special prayer that goes all the way from the beginning of the alphabet to the end. And in Hebrew, it starts with the word ashamnu, and we go from Aleph all the way to Tav. But for our family service, we have a tradition of doing a version of ashamnu that is using the English alphabet from A to Z. Some of these were things that people came up with at our family service that was out at the ranch last week, and some of these are some things that we added in, but these are all things that I'm going to guess that some of us have done. Hello to those of you that turned your screen on. I'm happy to see you guys. We are going to say we're sorry for all these things, and when we do that, there is a special custom that we have, which is that we take our fist, so let me see your fist, and instead of using our fist to hit or hurt other people, we actually put our fist on our chest. And as we say each of our sins, each of these things that we did wrong, we kind of tap our chest, kind of a little hit, because we want to feel it. We feel that we did something wrong, not just say it, but feel it in our body. So after each of these things, we're going to feel it. And this is also a call and response prayer. So I'm going to say what these things are, and then you're all going to follow along with Micah. You'll repeat after me, and we will do this together. So I want to see everyone's fist on your chest, and here we go. Annoying my family.
Annoying my family.
Blaming someone else.
Blaming someone else.
Complaining all the time.
Complaining all the time.
Didn't clean up.
Didn't clean up.
Eating too many treats.
Eating too many treats.
Forgetting to say thank you.
Forgetting to say thank you.
Gossiping.
Gossiping.
Hitting.
Hitting.
Ignoring instructions.
Ignoring instructions.
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Keeping my mask below my nose.
Keeping my mask below my nose.
Lying.
Lying.
Making someone sad.
Making someone sad.
Negative attitude.
Negative attitude.
Overreacting.
Overreacting.
Procrastinating.
Procrastinating.
Quitting without trying.
quitting without trying.
Refusing to share.
Refusing to share.
Screen time overuse.
Screen time overuse.
Teasing.
Teasing.
Ungrateful for what I have.
Ungrateful for what I have.
Violating the rules.
Violating the rules.
Whining.
Whining.
Excluding others.
Excluding others.
Yelling.
Yelling.
Zoning out on Zoom.
Zoning out on Zoom.
Wow, I saw some of you, you were beating your chest and joining in, and I know that those of you, even that I can't see, were doing the same. Man, there are a lot of things that we all did this year that we can say we're sorry for, but we want to kind of get rid of those things, get rid of that feeling of all the things that are kind of getting in our way of being the kind of person we know we can be. And so we're going to kind of cleanse ourselves. We're going to get rid of all of those wrongdoings from head to toe. So let's start with our head. So I want to invite you to kind of like shake off your head, like wash it out, because we need to get rid of all those times that we were not thinking before we acted, that we just did not use our head. So let's get rid of all of that not thinking. All right, and now let's kind of wash off our eyes. For all those times we were rolling our eyes at other people, or we were looking away from something that needed our attention or someone that needed our help. Let's wash off our eyes so that we can really see clearly. Now we got to wash those ears. So if you want to, pretend with a Q-tip or with a washcloth, got to get those ears really good, because some of us did not do good listening this year. We got to get rid of that. We want to have clean ears for good listening. Now we're going to wash off our mouth, because sometimes we said some mean things this year. So let's get rid of all of those mean things that we said from our mouth. All right, now let's shake out our hands, because we did not lend a hand to someone in need, someone who needed our help. So we got to get rid of that, and instead we're going to reach out our hands. Let's see you reach out your hands and get ready to reach out to all those in need of our help. And last but not least, you actually can't really see my feet. Here's my foot. But let's kind of shake out our feet. Shake out your feet and kind of stomp your feet, because we did not always stand up for injustices like we should have. So we are going to stand up against injustice in the new year. And we try to get our bodies ready for this new year. And with these intentions, we ask God for forgiveness for all of our wrongdoings. And we sing together, Ve'al Kulam. Ve'al Kulam Eloha Selichot Selach Lanu Mechal Lanu Kaper Lanu. So we have been saying we're sorry. We got rid of some of the things from our head to our toes. We thought of all kinds of things we did wrong from A to Z. And we still need to say we're sorry, because on Yom Kippur, we say we're sorry. We ask for forgiveness over and over and over again. It's part of a section of prayers called a vidui, a confession, because we have a lot of misdeeds to confess. So we're going to continue now with more of a song of confession, saying we are sorry for some more things.
Al chet shechatanu lefanecha, O Adonai, our ruler, we are sorry for these things. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha, forgive us this Yom Kippur.